Ready? And 3, 2, 1, action! And ready, and boat. Good, cut.
To feel these feelings like I do.
Where does the story take place of the trailer? We are following Neyrelle, which is a sort of a character from the main game of Diablo 4, who is trying to stop hatred from coming to the world of Sanctuary. And in order to do that, she has to sort of capture the Lord of Hatred, Mephisto, inside of a soul stone to try to imprison him forever. And the game ends with her on that quest, but you never really see where that goes. And so where we pick up with Neyrelle in her canoe is with Mephisto trying to corrupt her as she seeks a place to imprison him.
3, 2, 1, camera.
Diablo 4 is just one of the coolest brands. It's dark, it's provocative. We wanted to make sure that Diablo 4's first expansion got the attention it deserved. And that's where this live action film came into play. This live action portrays so much that's coming to us with hatred. We're seeing our new class of Spiritborn just jump into the fray, unleashing the Spirit Guardians and just being total badasses.
We're introducing a new place to the world of Diablo and Sanctuary called Nahantu. Now, it's existed there before as sort of the southern part of the eastern continent, but we haven't been there yet, at least in Diablo 4.
And that new region is filled with lush, dense jungles. The one that we chose was actually deep in the jungles of Thailand. I think the biggest challenge with just bringing to life any fantasy world into live action is staying true to the core essence of that fantasy world.
That really led into how we decide who our director's going to be and who the crew's going to be.
3, 2, 1, action!
So you need a director who can both have an emotional story and be able to go dark, but also have the ability to understand what it takes to film action and a lot of visual effects.
Cut, got him.
Cut!
Enter Jon Watts.
The Jaguar is going to be an empty plate.
Yeah.
So you can make this be whatever you want. You could put that there behind him or whatever. So if he does the move there, summons the Jaguar, then you have the swirl here. That's great.
Working with Jon has been incredible. He's a fan of Diablo, which just made the connection really natural. He understood the game and where we want to take the brand with this piece.
When you see from the Spider-Man films the ability to direct action, to deal with visual effects, and then also just his body of work and that he's a storyteller, that we knew that he could go to this darker place to film that, the Neyrelle Mephisto interaction. And then of course it's just like who he has with him.
All right, guys, rehearsal's up. A little more smoke on the set, please.
The caliber of talent that we had for this live action film was just incredible. Prim, who plays Neyrelle, she has such dynamic range that she brought to the table.
It was definitely hard to get the performance to be on point, and the intensity of the emotion was going to be super powerful. But I think like in the end, we got it.
His stunt coordinator is phenomenal. The way that they were able to coordinate all the martial arts actions, like Jackson was a stunt double for Captain America and Black Panther, and so we were able to get really cool, authentic looking action in a really dynamic way.
On action, she's gonna hit the ground, she kicks it around, comes and stabs the ground, and then like the centipede comes up. What we really focused on when we started rehearsals was bow staff training. Our goal was to kind of make each character's style similar to their animal style.
And then the costume designer was phenomenal. Jon brought his whole Hollywood crew to Thailand with him, and you can really see the results in the piece.
We're not done shooting, we still have one more shot.
No one knows what it's like
Music was just a cornerstone of this piece.
to be the bad man.
We looked at different things in terms of what would be authentic to the piece, and we really felt like what we wanted was classic and timeless. And that's where we landed on Behind Blue Eyes.
Behind blue eyes.
We wanted to make sure that we brought in the right vocals and the right artists that could really hit more of that haunting range for us. And Camila just nailed that. She really understood what we were trying to achieve, and she was able to hit that tone that felt so right for this piece.
Part of the reason I was so excited about collaborating with Diablo was because the lyrics of the song really spoke to me, and Diablo being a dark fantasy game, that theme of good and evil and trying to protect and preserve the good in yourself and humanity, it's just like an eternal theme.
My love is vengeance.
Diablo is all about fulfilling your power fantasy. The reason you play Diablo is because you want to be that barbarian, you want to be that sorcerer, you want to be that thing that goes off and destroys demons and sends them back to hell. And so here you get to see a new type of power fantasy, the Spiritborn.
We've got a new class, a new region to explore, more ways to play with your friends. Now is the perfect time to jump in.